Hey guys, you want to know about something cool? I'm going to talk to you about axolotl. What is axolotl? It's funny you should say. Axolotl is a type of salamander. It's a salamander that is found in only one part of Mexico, and it's also considered part of the endangered species. So before I introduce you to an axolotl, I'm going to read you a story called Spiked the Mixed Up Monster. Woo! He kind of looks like he's from outer space, doesn't he? The words are by Susan Hood and pictures are by Melissa Sweet. Now, some of you friends may recognize this book. This was in our library. So, let's read about Spike, the mixed up monster. Spike was a monster, or so he thought. He had a slithery tail, a spiky crown, and some stumpy teeth. See, I'm a monster, all right. Spike spent hours practicing his monster moves. He'll swoosh that tail, shake those spikes, and bare those teeth. He splish, splash, splutter, splutter. There was just one little problem. Spike was no bigger than a lily pad, so nobody was afraid of Spike. Ah, my funny little fish face, quacked El Pato. Spike shook his spikes. Ah, amigo, said El Amadillo. You're cuter than a bug's behind. Spike swished his tail. Ay, caramba! You're almost as adorable as I am, said El Campano. Spike bared his teeth. He has such a sweet smile, everyone said. Spike's crown of spikes drooped, and he sank beneath the water, settling into the scum at the bottom of the lake. I am a horrible monster, he thought. A no-good, horrible monster. Early one misty morning, a traveler appeared by the lake. A monster. A real monster. Ooh. A Gila monster. He wore a black mask and flicked a black tongue. Here was a monster as tough as they come. Look at those teeth. They're sharp. Oh, and look, and the animals knew what to do. El monstruo, quacked El Pato. Flap and fly, flap and fly. El monstruo, called Armadillo. Dig a hole, dig and hide. El monstruo, said El Campano. Run inside, run inside. Only Spike was left to face El monstruo. He knew what to do, his monster moves. He shook his spikes, he bared his teeth, and swooshed his tail. He splished and splashed, spluttered and spluttered. El monstruo didn't make a move, he didn't make a sound. He stopped and he stared. Did I scare you? Oop, asked Spike. Scare me? No, El Monstruo laughed. It's just that no one has ever smiled at me before. Oh, said Spike. His crown of spikes drooped, and he dropped back down into the water. Wait, called El Monstruo. Wait, amigo, I need your help. I was heading for my cousin's fiesta, but I took a siesta. Now I'm lost. Everyone runs away from me, so I have no one to ask for help. Well, I can help you, said Spike, and he flashed his fellow monster a big, friendly monster grin as he pointed out the correct path. Gracias, amigo, said El Monstruo, returning Spike's smile. Amigo, said Spike. De nada, mi amigo. Adios. Adios, amigo, said El Monstruo. See you next time. And he was on his way. Slowly, carefully, El Pato, El Amadillo, and El Campano crept out of their hiding places. You saved us, quacked El Pato. How did you do it? Asked El Amadillo. How did you tame the monster? Asked El Campano. Spike just smiled. Pretty cute. And then I am about to show you and introduce you to our axolotl. All right, you guys ready? Axolotls are cool. They are cool for all sorts of reasons. Let's start with the name. The name axolotl comes from the language of the Aztecs, an ancient South American people. The word axolotl is usually translated to water dog. Axolotls are cool salamanders. They are sometimes called Mexican salamanders, as Mexico is the only country in the world in which they are found in the wild. Although some people nickname it the Mexican walking fish, the axolotl salamander is not a fish at all, but an amphibian. There are 3 kinds of amphibians. Firstly, salamanders. Secondly, frogs and toads. And thirdly, caecilians. Axolotls can grow up to 30 centimeters in length, or more likely to be about 15 centimeters long. They weigh between 60 grams and 230 grams, and they come in different colors, typically in a cool black or a dark mottled brown, but albino and white are fairly common, just like him. The axolotl has wide, lidless eyes, a long, slim, and naturally colored body, and short legs. It has cool digit-like fingers on its feet, and it has a tadpole-like fin, which runs most of the length of its back, and 3 branches of feathery gills either side of its head. This helps it breathe underwater. Yep. Now, what's really cool about axolotls is that they can regenerate their limbs. Now, this makes them very interesting to scientists because when they are injured, either damaged or they lost a limb, for example, it does not heal by scarring like humans do. Instead, it's capable of regeneration. That is, it can regrow different parts of its body. It can do this in a period of months. Because they have this cool ability to regenerate lost and damaged body parts, axolotls are probably the most scientifically studied salamanders in the world. So, if they lost a leg, they can regrow a leg. Axolotls in the wild are only found in one place, and it's called Xochimilco, near Mexico City. It's a complex of lakes and canals. It's the only place where axolotls live in the wild. Axolotls are very sensitive to the temperature. The temperature of the water they live in should be about 70 to 80 degrees. In temperatures lower than that, their metabolism may slow down and their movement may become sluggish. That means they won't eat as much. Axolotls are carnivores. That means they eat meat. In the wild, they can survive for up to 15 years on a diet of small prey such as worms, crustaceans, mollusks, insects, and small fish. Axolotls locate food by smell and will snap at any potential meal, sucking the food into their stomachs with strong vacuum force. Cool! Our axolotl eats bloodworms. There have always been a few natural threats to the axolotl's survival, including predatory birds like herons. More recently, however, axolotls have been to suffer from the introduction of large numbers of fish, like carp, into their lake habitat. These fish compete with axolotls for food and also eat axolotl eggs. The axolotl population has decreased as a result. Another case of the axolotl's reduced numbers is the expansion of nearby Mexico City. This has led to the draining and contamination of much of the waters from the lake where they are found. They are also popular as pets and as food. All these factors have the effect of further shrinking axolotl numbers in the wild. They are now considered a critically endangered species, a species likely to become extinct. So we must take good care of our axolotls. Their popularity as pets, however, means that despite the challenges they face in the wild, axolotls continue to thrive. Even if they can no longer be found in their natural habitat, one day we will still be able to enjoy them in captivity for many years to come. This is Frijalito Fernando, and he's usually found in the Rainforest Frogs classroom, but I decided to bring him home and take care of him while we are not at school.
Yeah, we're at home, right?
We are at home.
Yep.
So we must always take care of our planet and our animals.